Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to another Fantasy Friday. I hope everyone is having a good day. And ready to relax with some second era Tamriel. That's why I haven't leveled up yet either. Is that where I have to go? Guess so. I have too much stuff. Oh, I guess that's what I'm doing. So then, let's see, where was it? There? 111 gold, that's fine. Thieves Guild, really? Whatever. Okay. Are you the pack merchant?
There are unscrupulous shopkeepers.
No, but this'll do. How much?
There are unscrupulous.
I have 29. You're the pack merchant.
Wolf hide?
Oof. How much gold do I have? 32? I guess I could. If I really wanted to. Choose one. And one. And one. The hell does that do?
Best price is here.
Hmm. That sounds cool.
Oh, John and Jode. This one hears there were
I've
vampires
heard the
discovered
same.
in Longhaven.
Bad business, that. Aye, a Dunmer vampire hunter and another hero drove them out and dispelled
moons.
the evil mist from
This
the
one
moors.
feels nothing good. This one couldn't rest easy knowing there's vampires around.
I have all heavy armor right now. Hmm. That's not bad. I'll do that. Medium. Yeah. Alright, back to the map. What? Try this again. There we go.
Unless you're here to help us, I'd ask that you be on your way. I swear, Zoxus himself has it in for me, or this is his idea of a joke. I've been complaining about how serving in the Guard is a waste of my abilities, and now we're in a crisis that demands my skills, and I'm woefully out of my depth. The damn seals are attacking, both the Sanctuary and the Grotto. They must have known about this place. A massive sea serpent has been bound here for centuries in the pool above us, and now a Marama mage has broken the seals holding it. I don't know. All I've been able to decipher is the seals were created with blood magic. If you kill the Marama and infuse this blood rune with life energy, you might be able to repair the seals. But there's more to it. I need to keep reading. If this works, I'll owe the gods an apology. Fill the blood rune and then use it on the 3 seals. After that, we'll have to deal with the binding pool. Hopefully, I'll have figured this out by then. I'll meet you up at the gate to the pool. Ask then, but be quick. If that serpent gets free, it'll destroy everything on the western shore of Valenwood, including Woodhearth. The seals are actually small pools of water. Elaine, Ralos, and Valir. They're named after those who sacrificed their lives to bind the serpent. That's all I know. Don't know how the mage broke them, or if the blood rune can really repair them. From what I've read, it sounds like that might not be possible. This is no ordinary sea serpent. The text refers to it as the Great Serpent. I don't know what that means, but apparently binding it here was the only way to stop it. I only know that he's very powerful. When our scouts approached him, he burnt them to cinders with the flick of his wrist. I suspect he also knew about this place beforehand, and he probably studied up on the seals, and on the serpent. Again, I'm only guessing here, but I read that the Maormer were once able to command such creatures. It scares the oblivion out of me to even consider it, but what if their mages have rediscovered such magic? You mean, did I just happen to be carrying one around? No. I found it with this text, and I'm proud to say I actually knew what it was. I've read a good bit about blood runes. Kind of a morbid fascination, I suppose.
You better not be tricking me to unseal the serpent. Forgot about that. I knew there was something else I was forgetting to claim. Oh, bird fox. Heat shield. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Did you see that? The Marima mage had activated the barrier on this door to block us from getting to the binding pool, but I figured out how to break it. What about you, though? Did you repair the seals? We have to go out to the binding pool and channel the energy to rebind the serpent. I've read everything I can, but this is old, wild magic. I don't know if I can do this. And if the Marima mage is out there, well, I certainly can't defeat him. All right. If this works and you are able to defeat the Marima mage, I'll need you to do one more thing. When I say the word, use the blood rune to activate the final seal. That's it. All right. Ifray's bones. What in oblivion is he doing? We have to stop him! Hurry! I'll begin the rebinding. You take care of that mage! Saint sweet mercy, we did it! The serpent's bound again! First off, I have to say I'm sorry to the gods for ever doubting them. Second, I promise I will never say that guard duty is beneath my abilities again. Never. I think I've done all I can. You're pretty tough. Tougher than me, at least. You may be ready for the next fight, but I'm going to need a few minutes. Go on, though. With you on our side, this whole Malma thing will be over quick, I imagine.
Need to go over there. Ooh, that's better than what I've got. Crocodile. I don't want none. Goodbye.
The hour of our glory is nigh. Razumdar forewarned me of your coming, and I have considered our circumstances carefully in light of that. I have the utmost faith in your capabilities, and I am confident that your arrival is an augur of our victory. Indeed. We have fought alongside many of the same soldiers, and word travels quickly when it involves heroics such as those attributed to you. I have anticipated the chance to meet you in person, and I am pleased the opportunity has finally arrived. This, my friend, is the calm before the storm. Our storm. The Malma believe that holding hostages will prevent us from taking action, but we will not allow such cowardice to determine our course. We will act, and we will act decisively. We charge into their encampment, rescue the hostages, and slaughter their commanders. This full scout we captured gave us their locations. You and Razumdar shall spearhead our attack. One of you to handle the hostages, the other on the commanders. More brave soldiers arrive soon from Marbrook. We will rally them here and prepare to launch a full-scale attack. When your task is done, light the beacon in the lighthouse. That will be our signal to charge in and drive the bastards back to the sea. Olmian, Mayratel, and Bashira, all very influential in their own way. We need to ensure they're freed before we launch a full-scale attack. Husband of the Tree Thane of Woodhearth, Fariel. As good a fighter and tracker as any Wood Elf I've known. Just shows how Paladel caught even the best of us off guard. A respected noble from Somerset. She was on her way to Eldenroot to meet with the Thalmor. You might imagine the problems it would cause if something happened to her. Around here, they call him the Fat Cat. Wealthiest merchant in Woodhearth. But don't think his influence is limited to the city. Money moves, you know. More brave soldiers arrive soon from Marbrook. We will rally them here and prepare. The Maorma fight as a unit. Like a crew loyal to their ship's captain, the Maorma will follow the commander's orders without hesitance. Remove the commander and they will fall into disarray. At least long enough for our strike to overwhelm them. He's a prisoner of war, so he'll be treated accordingly, of course. Unless he tries to escape, in which case we'll bury him neck deep on the beach at low tide and let the sea decide his fate.
Time to do what we do best, yes? This should be fun. Excellent. Many opportunities for heroism, adventure, and thrilling tales after the fact. So, my friend, what will it be? Will you tend to the hostages, or take out their commanders? Raz does not mind getting dirty. It is safe to say blood looks good on Raz. Take Larnill's armor if you don't think you can go unnoticed. It is not fashionable, but at least you will blend in. Raz has cooked up just the thing. Invisibility potions. One for each hostage. Good for frightened non-combatants. A waste for talented ones like us. Always. Raz will see you at the lighthouse when our tasks are completed. Bright moons guide your steps.
Disguise, disguise. I'll go in here first.
You cut my bindings. You're not one of them, are you? I can tell. Please, get me out of here. It was terrible. I was having a nice glass of wine with Bashira when suddenly... Wait, did he do this to me? How awful. I overheard them talking about this only being a diversion. Do your allies know about that? A potion? I see. Thank you. Don't do anything too heroic, okay? I'd like to think I might see you again under different circumstances.
I told the last of your cretins that I was more than adequate for the time being, thank you. I would appreciate some privacy. Rescue me. Ha! From fine wine, salted pork, and clean skooma before bed? You do not imprison Bashira. At best, you attempt to negotiate an appealing outcome. Yes, I was captured along with the others, but as soon as the sack was removed from my head, I bartered my way into a more comfortable situation. A simple promise of gold to fund my captives' efforts in exchange for comfort and security. If they win, I hold to that and keep my position under different rule. If they do not, I am rescued and nothing changes. You see, Bashira always wins. The Dominion is about to attack, even with us here as hostages. Oh, right. I guess that is why you are here. Fine. But I need my things before I can go. I can't just leave good wine and pork laying around here. Sea elves don't appreciate it. It won't take long. I'll gather the rest of my belongings. If you can pick up my pipe, my wine, and the rest of my meal. If I am going to be stuck in a Dominion camp for some time, I will at least have something to enjoy.
Really?
Is that everything? My pipe, the wine, the delicious pork? Yes, this will do just fine. You Dominion soldiers are useful folk. A pleasure. Visit me at my brewery in Woodhart if you get out of here alive.
You don't see me.
I won't kill your precious Fariel. When we take Woodhearth, I'll keep her.
What? Who are... Speak of her now, snake charmer. Release me, or you're next. A rescue, eh? That's all very flattering, but I'm never unprepared. Keep a dagger in my boot for just such an occasion. I can escape on my own just fine. Any word about Fariel? Is she okay? Fine. Are we fighting our way out? I don't have a way to disguise myself. Invisibility? Excellent. I'll make for the bridge. Drop a few of those briny barnacle lovers for me.
Lighthouse, here I come. How about we don't? Ooh, almost jumped off. Come on.
God's mercy. What's going on? Why don't you just kill me? To let me linger like this, it's wrong. Wait, You're not one of them, are you? Where in oblivion am I? Who are you? Vice Reeve Peladil, that monstrous bastard. He captured us in Woodhearth and brought us here for some evil ritual. He bled us, mutilated us. He ripped out our eyes. Gods, do I even look normal anymore? No, I'm not all right. I'm dying. And it's just as well. It was that bitch, Asteriel's sister. She pretended to be Asteriel and ordered us into the Imperial Underground. Then the Veiled Heritants ambushed us. They needed sacrifices for the ritual. They were raising Prince Naaman from the dead, bringing him back and imbuing him with some terrible power. Peladil kept talking about how the prince would lead an undead army, but I don't think it worked out the way he hoped. When Naaman came back, he wasn't the same. Sounded like some evil spirit was speaking through him. He spat in Peladil's face, then he just left. Peladil was furious. He stormed out a little later. That's all I was able to hear. No. My eyes are gone. I'm probably scarred all over my body. Please, I just want to die. All I ask, just make them pay for this.
Where's Raz? Can't catch me.
Send another score and I will smite them just the same. I could cut down sea vipers all day long. Well done, my friend. We'll have the sanctuary back under control quickly now, but we can't stop here. The battle's only just begun. So I had hoped. But it seems Vicereeve Peladil has taken to sea even before we arrived. I suspect he may attempt to flee when he realizes his forces have lost the shore. That's why you must go after him. You must ensure Peladil does not escape. Captain Jimala and her crew have retaken the Prowler and she says the ship's fit for action. They're ready to set sail as soon as you get on board. May the winds be at your back, my friend, and may Peladil fall quickly to your strength.
Think I can make it? Made it. But can I get up there? That's the question.
you are. Impressive work back there. The Marmor didn't know what hit them when our forces stormed in, and I've got my ship back. Of course, the Prowler's been sitting at dock too long. She's ready to pounce on that bastard Paladil as soon as we catch him. And catch him soon we will. You have the captain's word on it. Good. The sooner we're underway, the sooner we can catch Paladil. Raise anchor!
The battle's on! Hurry! They need you topside!
Quit running.
Prepare to repel border.
Paladil.
You made it. I was beginning to have my doubts, but I trust that the Viceroy will no longer be a threat. Then this is cause for celebration. Let us return to the shore and share the good news with Major Sirenwe. Are you ready to return? By Joan and Jode, I wasn't sure if we make it out of that one, but you never cease to impress. Things are always exciting when you're around, it seems. No, I will stay aboard the Prowler. I miss her greatly when we are apart, so I will celebrate our victory here on deck with my crew and several bottles of moon sugar double rum. You go on. Savor this victory. You certainly earned it.
What I thought.
By Joan and Jode. No, I will stay.
The Queen must be told of our victory here today. Tales of today's battle will undoubtedly be told for generations. When soldiers of the Aldmeri Dominion face impossible odds, they will not retreat. They will say, "Remember the Battle of Seaside Sanctuary," and they will press on to victory. Let us hope. If they do rear their ugly heads again, we will smite them once more. We have conflicting reports on that concern, but Razumdar is investigating. Regardless, your first priority is to inform the Queen of our victory and this unfortunate news about her brother. Give her this letter. It contains all the details.
Before I go, there's a waste shrine there. I had a feeling there might be one over here. So just in case I may need it, I will discover it. Where? There?
I hear you've been busy, my friend. Good. Very good. Is that letter for me? I see. So the rumors were true. Paladil. It is good that you brought him to his end, but I hope you aren't too weary, may I? Paladil may be gone, but his actions are being felt across Valenwood. We have much left to do.
Your Majesty, the undead are massing at Drilidan Pass. A Lich Lord commands them, and he wears the royal crest.
Naaman, then I must beg your indulgence. I cannot speak just now. Please, Speak to him at once.
So it is true, then? Prince Naaman has been raised from the dead and now seeks vengeance by corrupting Valenwood? Gods help us. That makes this even more difficult. And with the undead already outside the city gates, we must act now. No, the Lich Lord, Naaman was commanding the dead earlier, but he's since departed the area. Before anyone can go after him, though, we must first drive the undead back from the city gates. You should make haste to Drilladan Pass. I'm certain they will be grateful for your assistance. Look for Scout Katani just outside the city gates. She's helping to coordinate our defenses. I'll remain here in case the Queen needs anything.
This way? Here's the troll. Now, where do I take it? There.
You're alive. Does that mean... Did you kill the troll? Well, that's a relief. I couldn't have lived with myself if it had killed you. You'd make a pretty good hound, you know. Thanks. You're alive. Well, that's a legend in the Hounds is that there was a wood elf named Horace who was the best tracker there ever was. I think you might be in competition for the title now. The legendary Hound. He's obsessed with this mythical cinch, and his hunting companions never return. I heard he was near Veront Morass.
Way up there. Alright. Guild. Anchor.
What do you want?
I've heard tell of your devout work at the holy site of Torinan. Divines bless you. Nidras? A thief? And to think I trusted him with our valuables. How embarrassing.
Alright, kind of want to hold on to that. Oh, that's a Khajiit shield. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Prices have never been better.
Doubtful.
Strange happenings in the court of the Wilder King. Did you hear?
More Wilder King nonsense?
The finest...
This is real. They say an older girl saved his life and then...
You are too gullible, friend.
Alright. Time to leave.
Selling, buying, trading, right here. What is it?
I have been a soldier all my life, but never have I seen such a dreadful turn of events. Prince Naaman? An army of undead? It's fortunate Camoran sent the Vine Dusk Rangers, because there are simply too few Dominion troops to defend the city. Talk to the Vine Dusk. Bodring is in command here. He'll know best what needs to be done. May the gods be with you, friend. May the gods be with us all.
Help shore up these walls. It's ugly and getting uglier out here. As our living soldiers fall, the ranks of the dead swell. At this rate, we'll all be fighting for the other side by tomorrow's dawn. And that's not even the worst part. It's Prince Naaman. Poor old boy's been raised from the dead himself, but he's not himself. No trace of the hero Irene says he was in life. He's pure evil now, and from what we can tell, he's the one leading the undead army. I haven't a clue, and I don't have time to worry about it. We need to focus on the living, not the dead. Main Akuzri and several soldiers are stranded in the old merchant tunnel up the northern path. Think you could get to them? If you see any soldiers in need, help them out. Anyone who falls, the Heritans will just raise them to fight against us. But the most important thing is getting to the main, though. He dies here. That's one more blow to the Dominion. I don't know. I haven't seen him myself, but I can't tell you how many soldiers have fled from the forest, terrified and bewildered, mumbling to themselves about Naaman. To hear them tell it, the prince, or whatever he's become, is everywhere. Not long ago I heard Naaman was leading them. Then he died, and I heard that wasn't true, that he was a hero. Now, I don't know what in oblivion to believe. After the death of Sylvanar, the Main came to offer his condolences, and his assistance to Valenwood. Then this mess started. He led a scouting patrol into the old merchant tunnels, but they got cut off. It's possible they've all been killed.
Please! Help!
He hears voices in his head. Don't worry, they're good people.
Alright, let's go.
The incessant clamor of the undead at the gate finally stops, and you come through the gate. It is a relief to finally see someone new from among the living. Is Akusri correct in thinking you have come to our aid? Good, very good. The tunnel is cleared then, yes? Akusri is eternally grateful. He can make it back to Marbrook and send reinforcements to hold the tunnel. The far greater concern is discovering what has prompted the undead to attack. Yes, this one saw the prince with his own eyes. He is no longer Naaman though. He has been raised and possessed by some darkness. Even so, Akusri does not understand. The prince ordered his forces to attack, and then he disappeared. No one knows. But if destroying Marbrook were his goal, you would expect the prince to remain, yes? No. The prince planned something else, and his plans must be uncovered. You are clearly capable. I think you should undertake this task. You must consult with Indenir. He has already been considering this question. Akusri must warn you. Indenir is very strange, even for a Bosmer. But this one has never met an elf with such understanding of nature. Come, let me introduce you. Engineer, the tunnel is finally clear. Aku's Re will return to Malbrook and send soldiers to reinforce this location.
Yes, that makes sense. Perhaps it's better if I go out into the pass and try to discover why Naaman ordered the undead to attack in the first place.
Yes, both of you go. Find out what Naaman is planning, and report to Malbrook. Don't try to do all this on your own. And of course, may bright moons light your path.
I appreciate the main sentiment, and the support of the Dominion, but ultimately, it falls on us to protect Valenwood. Since the Sylvanar's death, I get the sense that Queen Irene feels she owes us something. But we Bosmer are not helpless. Of course not, and I'm grateful for your assistance. It's true that I can't do this alone. I just think marching the entire army into the forest would be a mistake. Come though, we mustn't tarry. We must discover the Shade's true motivation. I don't think it's that simple. The Shade has assumed Naaman's form. It retains some of Naaman's memories, but it's a different entity now, with different motivations. The Shade is undead, so we must consult the dead to discern its intentions. Drilladun Pass is old. Many Bosmer died here, and some cannot be raised by any magic. They are the accursed souls who violated the Green Pact. Come with me and we will try to commune with them. Perhaps they will know what the Shade truly plans. Oh, there are many ways. Perhaps they cut down a tree, or ate berries from the local plants. Sometimes their intentions were good, but Valenwood is unforgiving. If they violate the pact, they cannot pass from this plane. No, they are tethered to their remains, and they cannot pass into death, nor can they return to life. Thus they remain witness to all that transpires among living and dead alike, but unable to participate. Come, let us see what they know of Naaman. I've been underground too long. I can't wait to get back out into the forest.
Move along.
You better watch your tone.
I think we're in luck. Though most of the local wildlife has fled from the undead, the torchbugs have remained. Many people do not know this, but torchbugs are among the most perceptive creatures in the forest. They're amazing. I can ask one of them to lead you to the remains of the cursed dead. If you can find the skulls or some such, bring them to the stone table. I will go ahead and prepare so we can commune with them. Just trust me on this. It'll work. You'll see. Let's see if I can speak to this one. Come here, little one. Yes, that would be so helpful. Thank you. Off it goes. Follow it to find the skulls and then meet me at the stone table.
Advance!
Charge!
Yeah.
You who were condemned, hear me. Your only hope of being released is to tell us why the dead have been risen.
Ha! We need no release. The Shade of Naaman heralds a new age, an age where we will be restored, and you are the ones who will be judged.
Hold on, how do you know that? Did the Shade actually tell you that?
He doesn't have to. When the forest is transformed, who do you think will inhabit the Shadowwood? We will.
Naaman does not have the power to release any of you, but I do. Help us and you'll have your chance at freedom.
I'll tell you, don't listen to that fool. The Shade seeks to corrupt the forest, to create a new realm. It's called the Shadowwood.
I suspected something like this. It explains what we've seen. The Shade of Naaman does not seek destruction, it seeks transformation. We need to close these shadow rifts quickly. First though, I promise their souls release. Not easily, but I promise them. Since I will fulfill the sentence, I think you should decide whether any of them should be released.
We told you what you wished to know. Little good that it will do you. But we were promised release. Please, you must release me. I shifted, which is strictly forbidden by the Green Pact. I was cocky, did it to prove that I could, that's all. It was a mistake. I understand that now. Please, I've suffered enough.
It's odd to watch the slaughter of your people through the empty sockets of your own skull. My family was slaughtered by the Wood Orcs, and I burned down their village, every last structure, every last tree for revenge. I shouldn't have harmed the forest. I should have rallied my people in a morning war and feasted on my enemies.
Fool, do you not see what's upon you? Look around. The shadow will consume all Tamriel and usher in a new age. An age where the dead will be redeemed and the living will suffer. The other races laugh at us. Why do we depend on them for wood we could easily take for ourselves? The Green Pact is for the weak. We are not the servants of the forest. The Green should serve us.
It's odd to watch the slaughter of... It's odd to watch the... My family was slaughtered by the Wood Orcs, and I burned down their village, every last structure, every last tree for revenge.
It pains me to... Glad that's done. The pleading of the condemned is almost too much to bear. One way or another, they are returned to the forest. I won't question your judgment. Their fates are decided, but the fate of Valenwood is what concerns me. These shadow rifts the skulls mentioned, we must close them quickly. That's where the Shade's realm is bleeding into ours. I haven't quite figured that out. I can feel them, though. They feel like wounds in the forest. I have some small ability to mend the green, but it requires all of me. I'm going to need your protection. Such foul creatures in my forest will not be tolerated.
Okay.
Master of domination, spread the seeds of strife and discord in these mortal realms.
We'll purge this corruption from Valenwood, whatever it takes. Charge!
The coin. I'll take it. But you're running.
Leave the shadow rips alone or you will suffer for it.
However many rifts they open, I will close them all, every one. We will cleanse the forest or die trying.
Desist, living one. You meddle with forces you cannot understand.
One more.
We will cleanse the forest or die trying.
You go too far. Now you will experience the Shadowwood for yourself.
What foul magic is this? Is this the Shadowwood? It is. This is what the Shade seeks, to transform Valenwood into this, a realm of darkness and evil. It's inconceivable. I do not know. I never imagined this realm would be so elaborate. How could he create this? Where does he get such power? We have to stop this, whatever it takes. Perhaps we can find the source of it. Yes, we must. Perhaps there is a gateway back to our realm, back to Valenwood. Someplace where life and death intersect. That's it! The stone table! I must go. I'll meet you there.
Come on now.
I'm glad you're here. I've been trying to help these poor people, but it's futile. There's a blight here that's turned them into rabid beasts. These Bosmer may be beyond aid, but we must find a way to stop the blight from spreading. Undoubtedly, it's the corruption of Prince Naaman's shade, spreading through the forest and somehow affecting the people here. The blight emanates from the trees, which may offer us an opportunity to at least contain it using the Standing Stones. Long ago, before the Green Pact, the Standing Stones were used to protect the people from the aggression of the forest. If we can activate the stones, it could prevent the trees from spreading the blight to anyone else. We must work quickly, my friend. Clearly, the blight doesn't affect all Bosmer, but if anyone wanders into this area, I suspect there is a strong chance they will become afflicted. If we forbid a scouting party of Vinedusk Rangers comes here, I can't be sure, but I suspect it's our people's connection to the green that allows us to be infected. Other races will be immune. It also seems that some Bosmer can resist the blight. For that, I have no explanation whatsoever.
First, let's do what we were doing to begin with.
I hope you like it here. You're about to become a permanent resident.
Knock it off. Jesus.
It seems our circumstances are even worse than I imagined. The corruption of the Shadowwood expands across the forest. I fear it's too late to contain it. We must find the Shade of Naaman himself here on this plane, if we are to stop him? I know not, but I certainly aim to find out. First, though, you must report what we've learned to Marbrook. We need to at least keep them informed. Don't worry, when the time is right, the forest will help me find you again. Until then, don't take long. We must press on with our efforts.
I can't believe my eyes. The undead are actually receding. For a while there, I thought you were making a last stand here. I'm betting it wasn't our brilliant tactics that drove them away, though. Conquering Marbrook wasn't their top priority, was it? Then it's as the main suggested. Magical forces are at work here that we can't fight with sheer numbers. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm just glad we have you and Indenir on our side to sort this out. Yes, I think maybe Ifri smiles on us after all.
I'm not paying them enough to fight orcs. They are orcs! They should be used to it. And my betrothed is out there. Yes, she's been kidnapped. Her name's Aerenal. She's a wood elf. I know, a Bosmer and an Ultima. It's no wonder I can only hire orcs to help. But Aerenal, she's so strong. She's like the city walls. Ah, yes. I have her flute from our courtship. We use it to meet secretly in the woods. When you play it, you hear the music from its twin. I tried to use it to find her, but I just got lost. I'm not cut out for traipsing around the woods. Remember, just play the flute and you'll hear an echo from Aerenal's counterpart. Please save my betrothed. Not well, though they already accused me of having a weak bloodline. So their derision was more limited accusations of going native and the occasional off-the-cuff reference to bestiality than outright threats. Until now. It's madness, I know. But she wouldn't just get lost. She's known this forest from her youth, and the Eight know there's enough Ultima who don't approve. The Bosmer were tight-lipped, but I pieced together something about morning kidnappings, listening to rumors around town. Please help me find her.
Curse that mammoth. How was something... Tread lightly now. The timber mammoth is as rare and skittish as they come. I nearly had it, but the damn bird spooked it.
That's what I said, isn't it? The mammoth went into the water and I lost its trail. Care to try your hand at tracking it? Crouch low and look for traces of its passing. Mammoths aren't the most graceful creatures. Look for tracks, broken branches, and the like. Track it, kill it, and bring me its tusk as proof.
First, what I came to do.
Even the water here seems to be somehow tainted.
Man, not right now. Alright, I will be right back. All right. Where do I need to go?
If the eldest has been corrupted, then everything in this area, every plant, every creature, and every person will soon become corrupted as well. I can't imagine how this blight can so easily penetrate the forest's protections. It is an ancient plant, a strangler. It's been here from the beginning. It's the lifeblood of the forest in this area. If the eldest is truly tainted, then regardless of the Green Pact, we must slay it. I don't think so. We must consider the significance of the Green Pact as a whole. At its core, it's a covenant in which we protect the Green and the Green protects us. In this case, we must cut off the limb to save the trunk. It's the only way. Not without assistance. After we've killed it, you must remove its heart. We may be able to use that to grow a new strangler to take the eldest's place.
can destroy the eldest, but you cannot have the heart. It belongs here in the Shadowwood. You will bring it to me.
And we find ourselves here once again. It's so unnatural. It makes me feel queasy. The eldest's heart must be the nexus that ties this plane to ours. I suspect it is also tethered to Naaman's servant, the one who addressed us. We have no choice, though it sounds as if we risk handling the eldest's heart back over to the enemy. Perhaps, though, we might also purge more of the blight while we are in this realm. That might help us both here and there. The trees in the forest. The taint came from the eldest, but it has undoubtedly spread to the spirits of the trees themselves. If we can slay the corrupted tree spirits, more of the forest may be spared. The eldest's heart can help us. The heart's energy could help you slay the tree spirits, but I'm actually not sure that would be a good idea. If we use the heart this way, it will be corrupted. It would destroy any chance of using it to grow a replacement for the eldest. Thank you for understanding. I do not wish to make this any harder, but I feel that compromising the eldest's heart would be wrong. Go on then. Kill the corrupted tree spirits. I will search for Naaman's servant.
Your victories while you may, for every step brings a problem.
One. Hey, just stay up there and just watch me. Don't come down here.
Yes, bring me the heart and I will grant you a merciful death.
I ain't bringing you shit.
Your hopeless heroism ends here.
It wasn't easy, but we did it. We stopped the blight from spreading, defeated Naaman's servant, and we still have the heart we can use to grow a replacement for the eldest. All things considered, this went as well as I could have hoped. Thankfully, your efforts within the Shadowwood saved many of them. But there is still much corruption in the forest. I can feel it. Our work is far from finished. Here, I'll take the heart now.
I have 3 points.
We cured the blight, but Naaman is still out there. We mustn't dally. Naaman's Shade and his servants clearly have larger, darker designs. We should spread out and search for signs of their corruption and do our best to stamp it out wherever we can. I'm not sure. I know undead were seen in Drilladam Pass to the east, and the Vindusk Rangers were scouting some trouble at Dreadful Lane to the west. I will likely visit both locations. Perhaps it would be wise for you to do the same. It frightens me to even consider the possibility, but he may be at Hectorheim. After we've investigated the other locations, we should go there. The sooner the better, I think. Go on then. The Green will ensure we find each other again. May the Green bring our paths together once more, friend. Their rage has subsided, but they remain touched by the corruption. They will never be themselves again. But we can care for them and give them comfort. It is the least of our duty.
are you? What are you doing here? You need to get out before the others return from their raid. Why, Ifray, he gave you the flute to find me? I'm sorry, but my old life is over. I was so absorbed in the little love-struck world we made for ourselves, I forgot mine and its needs. The fallen Esti faithful lost a tribeswoman, and as is the custom, they sought a captive in a mourning war to replace the lost. I have a new life now, a new family, new duties. It's a trial to ensure I'm a fitting replacement for the lost tribeswoman. It's nothing for me to escape these bonds, but if I flee, they will capture another. Besides, I belong here, not in that city of stone. I love LaRose, but I'm a wood elf. You sound like LaRose, always full of noble ideals. He's right, though. I've been afraid. I've been running from us. I'll go back to Marbrook. Maybe I'll see you there.
There's a standing stone over here. You can discover it. No.
Did you find her? Please tell me you did. Or at least that you didn't lose the flute. It's the only memory of her I have. I wish you'd accompanied her. But she is strong. Like a stampede of mammoths. I know. I should stick to administrative work. Thank you so much.
A search party won't be necessary, LaRose. It seems you still have much to learn about me.
Arenal, I'm so glad to see you. Though your presence is something of a surprise. I should have known you'd navigate the woods with ease.
You should have, my sweet. And if you ever call me delicate again, well, those aren't words for polite company.
Indeed, my dear. You have me at a loss again.
You think me brutish? How do you imagine I view you? Wretched mortals. World.
There's a sky shard up there.
So much blood. The cries. I can still hear them.
I thought you'll don't.
So much blood. There were 6 of us. The Falinesti faithful. Wood orcs settled on our holy site. We only wanted to talk, to convince them to settle elsewhere. We didn't want any trouble. They captured Halalin, Fanrel, Nielus, and the others. Took them away to torture and who knows what else. Oh, divines, what if they're dead? I should have fought. I should have cut their throats. I ran. Why did I run? I wish I hadn't run. I'm not a fighter, not like Halalin and Nielus. We tend the ancient sites occupied by the Falinesti. We protect the sites in the Great Tree's absence, and ensure the sites are ready for its return. Falinesti, the walking city. It is a great elder tree on a scale you cannot imagine. It moves from site to site, taking the faithful with it. No one knows. Falinesti has vanished. Some speculate the faithful failed in our duties, and the tree abandoned us. But not I. Not I. The tree is coming back. One day it must come back. You don't understand. In the past, the Wood Orcs respected the ancient sites. They never would have dared to profane one by settling there. Until now. We wanted to remind them, but these Orcs don't care one whit about the ancient ways. A long time ago, but the attackers did not live to tell of it. Used to be that all the Bosmer, not just the faithful, would join to defend the holy sites. The undead changed that. The undead are everywhere. There is no one left to expel the Orcs.
I will be... Wait, what's that? Trek the Mammoth. I'll do that. Be right back. And I'm back.
Who's got a whetstone?
You? Who are you?
Where the hell did you go? Try this again.
You? I'd not thought anyone was left to help. Thank you. The Norris and Tamriel are gone. The Wood Orcs took them away. I heard them screaming. I do not expect to see them again. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I eat well and stay fit, but I'll die anyway.
Please. Don't let them hurt me. Not again. Not like... Please.
Oh, hello.
Move!
I need aid. Please.
You there! You're not one of these savages! Free me, quickly! Out? No. Not after what they did. These woodorks violated this holy site. They spit on the old ways. They captured the faithful, my brothers, my sisters, and they tortured us. The woodorks will pay in kind. With death. Death from the trees, death from the grass, death from the mist and water and rocks. These woodorks may not fear death. They will fear me. Meet me below the woodork fort. The orcs must pay.
Jesus.
You! Help me! Please! I will pay whatever you require. Just help me. I will give anything to get her back. Pariel, my bold, brave, beloved Pariel, my wife. The wood orcs captured us. They did unspeakable things. They were going to kill me. She couldn't watch me die. She killed them all, but now she's missing. Pariel broke our pact with Ifre. She called upon Hircine, master of the hunt. He changed her. Now, by Ifre's command, I must end her before she hurts others. She fled into these caves. She knows my scent. I can't get close. She is not in her right mind, filled with rage at our treatment. Please, if she comes at you, subdue her. Don't kill her. I have no choice. What Pariel did goes against the Green Pact. She made herself into a monster, and she can never change back. I cannot let her wander unchecked or slaughter others. I owe her that. As any hunter would. Look for signs in the cave. A broken stalk here, trampled ground there. Anything to show recent passage. Yes, the story is the Bosmer received their form from Ifre. It symbolizes a break from our wild nature. Pariel called upon the master of the hunt. She gave into her wild nature and slaughtered the orcs. She did it to save me. I don't know. The change was not instantaneous. It was wild, fast, brutal. The wood orcs were unrecognizable when she was done. But she's my wife. I can't let her suffer.
You found me. Good. Killing the rank and file solves nothing. These wood orcs celebrate violence. The chieftain is careless with the lives of his warriors. Now, we must strike close to the chieftain's hearth and home. The war chief must not die until he has felt my pain, the pain of my faithful. He will see his family murdered one by one. He will rage and cry. Only then will we grant him death. One life for each of my faithful. Dashkor, his torturer. Rug, his son. Thushlaik, his huntwife. Grashla, his hearthwife. When all these are dead, I will permit Chief Gorzesh to die. Solth, you act like this is some kind of riddle to be puzzled out. The only way to stop this from happening again is to send a loud, unambiguous message, the kind even these orc scum can't fail to understand. Help me, or get out of my way. Good. The son, Rug, waits for his father atop a watchtower. Grashler tends hearth in the large building in the center of the orc fortress. Find them, kill them. Bring both their heads back to me. Huntwife Thushleg led the party that captured us. Soon, she will have my blade in her back. As for Dushgor, I have something special planned for him. He thinks he knows how to make captives scream. I will teach him a few new tricks. He left on another hunt. When he returns, I plan to show him the heads we have gathered. Orcs aren't known for self-reflection, but I think you'll get the picture.
Get out! Get out of my house!
Another little skeever will gut you like the others.
Let me get. Still alive.
Ow.
Still alive. I have mine as well. We must send a clear message. Gorzesh will return from his hunt soon. I have left him a note of sorts, telling him where he can find his missing kin. It should lure him out of the fort. There is a stone circle sacred to the faithful not far from here. Go there, mount their heads, and touch the center stone. This blood sacrifice will complete an ancient ritual to Ifre. Gorzesh will watch us commit his family to the ooze.
The Daedra, the anchors, you destroy them in vain.
Where's this damn mammoth? There we go.
Was your hunt successful? Not bad at all, to kill a rare specimen such as that. You'd make a fine member of the Hounds someday. They're a company of trophy hunters. I've been with them for years now, and I've never seen anyone as quick a study as you. I haven't seen tracking like that since Harris was leader of the Hounds. A legendary hound. He's obsessed with this mythical Sench, but his hunting companions never return. I heard he was near Varant Morass.
you won't.
My son! You took my son!
Blood for blood. The Wood Orcs have learned what it means to cross the fallen Esti faithful. The Butchers got what they had coming to them. Word will spread, and the Wood Orcs will think twice about settling the fallen Esti sites and slaughtering the faithful. Thank you for your help. At last it is over. At last, I can grieve. I will retrieve what bodies I can from the Orc camp, then lead Eganor and Nielas back to Woodhalf. If the Orcs aren't gone by the time we return with more faithful, so much the worse for them. When Bosma transgress against the Green Pack, their souls are confined to the ooze. There they remain for eternity, thinking upon their sins. Gorzesh and his kin were among the first Orcs to join those damned souls.
Now?
I don't deserve this. Well, aren't you the bold one, running around this part of the forest? You've got to be either fearless or just plain foolhardy. Haven't you seen the undead? I'm a Vine Desk Ranger, and I'm not even sure I'm safe here. Ah, yes, you're the one he mentioned. He'll be glad you're here. The Veiled Heritants were one thing, but the undead are too much. They're Blackroot clan. They were a cruel lot even when they were living, and now they're even worse. Don't ask me. We're at a standstill as far as I'm concerned. I'm not even sure what's at stake. Until I know more, we're hunkering down here. Indani has been running around, though. He's probably got a plan, but you two are on your own for now. You know, he comes and goes. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Did she tell you? One of the greatest mysteries of Valenwood has finally been solved. Decades of conflicting rumors have been put to rest. We finally know what happened to the Blackroot clan. They died, right here in Verlaine. Yes, once again the work of Naaman's Shade and the Veiled Heritants. And yes, I do realize we need to return them to rest, but I'm hoping we can uncover more about what happened here while we do. Are you ready to get to work, my friend? The Blackroot clan warriors are even more bloodthirsty in death than they were in life. But there are also other spirits here, glimmers from the past, crying out for help. I think they're trying to show us something. We need to watch them. Look for the glimmers of the past I spoke of. Hopefully they will help us figure out how to put the Blackroot clan back to rest. So much death here. What's that over there?
Elfirian, General Malgoth and the rest of the Blackroot troops are almost upon us.
No, that plan is madness!
Silence, Glonia. Our sacrifice today will ensure our sister villages live on.
Here's another scene. Let's watch.
Elfie, I can't do this. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
It's all right, Tamriel. The poison itself is slow. The black root will have cut our throats long before you felt its effects. Here, we'll drink it together, and I'll fight by your side till the end.
Until the end.
Now, to battle!
Burn it!
Look, another one.
That's the last of them, General. The village is clear.
An easy victory. Verlaine is the first to fall, but there will be more. Now, per the meat mandate, let us feast on the fallen. Prepare the cave temple. It's a suitable place for a celebration.
Look, another one.
General Morgoth, the troops. Half of them are dead. The other half...
are dying, including us. This is poison. The villagers poisoned themselves to poison us.
What do you mean?
The meat mandate, you idiot. Elthyria knew she couldn't win on the field, but she'll still manage victory. To the Nereid Temple. Perhaps we can beg a cure.
Here's another scene. Let's
Rise,
watch.
my soldiers. Back to your bodies and take up
Why
arms.
do you command us from the ooze?
A powerful one, unknown to me, has stolen my bow. It invoked the right of theft, and commanded we march against the Dominion.
By your command.
Rise, my soldiers. Back to your bodies and take up arms.
What a sacrifice. To think the villagers actually poisoned themselves in order to poison the Blackroot clan. It may be morbid, but it's also brilliant. Of course, that really doesn't help us return the Blackroot warriors to their graves, does it? From what I gathered, one of Naaman's servants has stolen General Malgoth's bow and compels the Blackroot clan to fight by the right of theft. What we need to do is steal the General's bow back, and then we can release him from his vows. We must rely on the scenes of the past. After being poisoned, General Malgoth went to the Nereid Temple. It's likely he died within. I suggest you go in and search for the General's remains. I'll continue searching for clues out here in the forest. Be wary in there. Nereids wield dangerous magic and can never be trusted. It's no surprise they helped the villagers in their suicidal plot. In fact, the Nereids probably consider General Malgoth's bow a prize. They will defend his remains. Desperation turns enemies into allies. The villagers knew General Malgoth and the Blackroot clan were going to attack, and they knew they couldn't win. Likely they asked the Nereids for help, and the Nereids convinced them this was the best course. Of course, Malgoth sought to unite all the Bosmer under his leadership. He led the Blackroot clan to conquer much of Valenwood during the Bosmer tribal wars. Then, one day, they just disappeared. No one knew what happened, until now. The Bosmer have always been free peoples, bound only to the green. Rarely have the tribes united under singular leadership, although for a period many, like Malgoth, tried. Most of the so-called wars were not fought at all, but won by trickery. Yes, General Malgoth had traveled far and wide. He had seen the greatness that comes to those who conquer through military might. But you'd not...
Well, whatever the hell you're doing is so cool.
Steal that which has already been stolen, then enter the Shadowwood and see it, though you will find only Come face me if it's the bow you desire. The bow is a boon to our army. You will not have it.
We're back in the Shadowwood. I had hoped not to visit here again. But if this is where he is holding the General's bow, then it's just as well. We need to find the shade to get the bow back. I don't know. We'll have to search until we find it, though. In the meantime, however, do you recall the glimmers of the past we saw earlier? It seems those spirits are trapped here in the Shadowwood. We should release them. It's the shadow rifts that bind them here. From this side, you only need to touch the rifts to close them. That will release the spirits from their torment and weaken Naaman's grip on this place. If you'll focus on that, I'll search for the shade. Good luck. We'll see you by the stones.
You will soon join us and fight at Morgoth's side. I hope you prepared for undeath. Naaman warned me about you, and I prepared. You will die, and then you will serve us.
That was a harrowing experience all around. I'm glad it's over. I hope we have succeeded in weakening Naaman's grasp on Valenwood as a whole. Only one thing remains. We must deal with the spirit of General Malgoth. Yes, and since you have succeeded in stealing it, it falls on you to invoke the right of theft with the General. Whatever you ask him, he will be compelled to do. The compassionate choice would be to release the General and his army, to allow them to return to their rest. But if you prefer, you might ask them instead to turn against Naaman and aid our forces in the fight for Valenwood. The choice is yours.
So it's true then? You have retrieved my bow from the shade? My father told me, you will find your bow in an animal's bone. Before it's even carved, you will see it. Mammoth's tusk. Extraordinarily difficult to make a good bow out of, but it was just like he said. I saw it, and I knew. What do you want? My army is loyal even deep within death, deep within the ooze. They will do as I ask, and if I am asked to march on Naaman, then that is what we will do.
So you commanded the General to turn around and fight on our behalf instead? I suppose it makes sense. If the villagers of Verlaine remain trapped in the Shadowwood, why should the General go free? Very well then. We've done all we can here, but it's clear that Naaman still seeks to harm Valenwood, so our work is not finished. I suggest we spread out and search for signs of darkness. When Auriel wills it, I am certain the green will bring us together again.
Hmm.
So, you commanded the general to we've done all we can. Unless you have questions for me, I will soon be on my way. We should both search the forest for other signs of Naaman's corruption. I fear at some point we will have to confront Naaman himself. A spiritual prison of a sort. Bosmer who break their oath to the Green Pact go there when they die, to reflect for an eternity. There's a place called Owls, where we bring the bodies of Oathbreakers. Some think it's a physical link to the ooze.
Where do I have to go? Oh, way over there. Canoes! Goodbye, bear. Never mind me. Well, I think this is a phenomenal place to end it. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We made significant progress, I would like to think, at least. If you want to see more, I will always stream this on a Friday. Maybe not necessarily every consecutive Friday, but goes hand in hand with Fantasy Fridays. Come join us again tomorrow for some Sci-Fi Saturday. Not sure what I'm gonna play yet. I'm feeling 7 Days to Die, but it might be some Fallout 76. So, also, come check out the YouTube. Look at my other recorded streams that I've uploaded and some other gameplay, such as Fallout 4 or currently Fallout 3. Yeah. So, I hope to see you then, or next time, or on YouTube. Come hang out, chill, say hello. And as always, until next time, be safe, be kind, and have a good rest of your night.